Hello everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. This is Rajan Ghai, Company Secretary and your accountancy teacher. Today we are going to start our fifth chapter, which is admission of partner. Before continue with this topic, I just recapitulate the things whatever we covered till now. Last chapter I think we were discussed about your reconstitution of partnership, where you dealt with some of the things like your profit sharing ratio, gaining partners capital accounts, sacrifice partner capital account. So in the same context, now we are continuing the same your reconstitutions of partnership form. Now reconstitutions, we know that reconstitution is called any change in the existing agreements. It is called reconstitution of the partnership form. Now this results in an end of the existing agreement and new agreement comes into being with a changed relationship among the partners. However, the firm continues. So reconstitution is nothing. You can say constitution of an organization means your partnership firm is going to change. Now that change can happen in the various ways, such as first is your admission of a new partner, means once your new partner is coming in, then it means there is a change. Let's say you can say that one guest come in your house, so the atmosphere going to change. So that's why in the same way admission of a partner means one new partners admitted into the your partnership firms, automatically there must be a change. Second, change in the PSR among the existing partners. So once any kind of change among PSR, profit sharing ratio, is there, so that is called your reconstitution of partnership forms. A retirement happens, death happens, a retirement of an existing partner, death of existing partner, insolvency of a partner. So these kind of things, once these kind of ways happens, so automatically it demands for a change. It actually asks for the change. So changes is called reconstitutions. Okay. So in this chapter, first I just giving you a brief that what we gonna cover in this chapter. First we start with your admission of partnership, then new profit sharing ratio, which includes your sacrifice ratio, because as we are doing admission, it means we know that if someone is coming into your partnership firms, automatically that partners want something from your side. Yes or no? Yes. So once they are entering into your partnership firms, it means you have to pay some kind of shares. So that's why we get to know in this topic your sacrifice ratio. So you can understand sacrifice is the ratio in which the old or existing partners forego some kind of shares. So once you are foregoing some kind of shares, that means you are sacrificing some specific share of yourself to that new partners. So that's why you get to know about your sacrifice ratio. Now once that partner is admitted into new partnership firms or your existing partnership firms, so automatically once you are sacrificing to that partners, automatically that person has to pay something to you in return for that. That return is called goodwill. So next thing we are going to cover goodwill. So next thing is after goodwill, revaluation of assets and liability, because once new partners comes into business and you just show them that this is our balance sheet of existing firms, we are having different kind of assets like building is there, furniture is there, plant and machinery is there, number of assets are there, and you're saying that okay, the value of our assets as well as liabilities are this, but that partners may or may not believe on you. So that's why the point occurs for your revaluation of assets and liability. That partner or that person can say that okay, I'm believing some kind of assets. If you're saying that the value of your building is rupees 10 lakh and plant and machinery rupees 5 lakh, I'm believing on this. But there are some assets on which the value of on which I'm not believing. So that's why I just want to confirm the revaluation of these kind of assets. So what we get to know, revaluation of assets and liability. So that's why we come to know about your revaluation account. I think this we discuss in your reconstitution of firm. Then reserves, different kind of reserves are there. Reserve and surpluses are there, because once new partners enters, till the times that person is entering right now. So before that, whatever you are having, any kind of reserves you are having before that, that reserves belongs to you means existing partner. So that's why we just get to understand the treatment of those reserves. So there are different reserves, are workman compensation reserve, investment fluctuation reserves. So these kind of reserves we have to understand. So this is all in all, we can say that this is called the just a brief or a summary of your chapter, means what we gonna cover in this chapters in next video as well as this video also. Okay, so we know. So first I just compile the things again for you. First is your ratio, NPSR, new profit sharing ratio. So once you are calculating new profit sharing ratio, it means you have to understand about sacrifice ratio. Once that partners enters and you are sacrificing your share to that partner, it means in return of that, that partners will pay you definitely some specific amount. That specific amount is called goodwill. Once you are giving share to that person gives you share of goodwill. Might be, it doesn't it means we cannot say that this is confirmed that revaluation of assets and liability would be there. It may or may not, but still we can understand that revaluation account is most of the times it is must for you. So what are you gonna learn? Change in PSR, goodwill, revaluation of assets and liability, then reserves adjustment, accumulated profit and losses are there, and last but not least is, that is very much important for your final point of view, that is adjustment of capital, if it is specifically mentioned. So these kind of things we gonna learn in this chapters. So we start with your first ratio. So as you know that once we make an agreement between partners, that agreement that would basically depends on your profit sharing ratio, because let's say there are three partners A, B and C. They accept that we just share the ratio as equal. So means three partners are there, A, B and C. So equal ratio means 1:1:1. So same ratio is there, that is called your old ratio. Once that new partners enter into business, it means you have to sacrifice your share, a part of your shares to that person. It might be from one partners, it might be from all the partners. That depends on the questions, whatever it is mentioned in the questions, that according to that question you have to just continue with that. So sacrifice ratio is always called your old ratio minus new ratio. Means any change, if that change decrease your old ratio, that is called sacrifice. If that change increase your old ratio, means your new ratio is higher than your old ratio, it is called gain. Okay, so sacrifice ratio is called old ratio minus new ratio. If old ratio is given, new ratio is given, it means they can ask you for calculation of sacrifice ratio. What you can do, just deduct your new ratio from old, you get your sacrifice ratio. I hope you are getting the things. Next is your accounting treatment of goodwill. So accounting treatment of goodwill, I already explained that one new partners enters, it means you sacrifice some part of share to that partners. In return of that partners definitely will pay you amount of goodwill. Goodwill basically we know that advantage of business, because earlier if you have started your business, your brand value is goes up automatically, because once you become the existing firms in the business, existing firms in the market, automatically your reputation goes up. So that's why it is called your advantage, because once newcomers comes into the business, definitely he just has to work hard rather than you, because you belong to that market as before. So that's why your goodwill is there. So that partner has to pay a part of goodwill. Now that goodwill, that person can pay in different kind of ways. We have to understand. Basically, all in all, if we say that goodwill basically, students believe that this is very much technical. This is quite easy. You have to just understand the basics of this chapter. Premium for goodwill means once that partner enters, there are number of ways by which that person can pay in cash or might be not in cash. That is called adjustment of goodwill. So let's see. First is goodwill paid privately, means that partners enters, that partners privately means other than books, out of the books, that partners pay you that. So anything, if it is mentioned that goodwill or premium paid by that person, new person, privately, that is, there would be no entry in the books of accounts. Privately means out of your books, out of your business. So personally, if they are just setting the things, so it means that is would not be any kind of relation with your business. So that's why there would be no transaction in your books of accounts. Second thing is that partners comes in. Let's say A, B are two partners. C enters into a partnership firm. What A and B is saying? A and B is saying that now you just become our partners. We welcome you, but we know that we are sacrificing some amount of shares. So in the context of return of that shares, you have to pay us at goodwill. That partner C said, okay, it's done. So they made a deal between themselves, A, B and C. Now it means C is bringing what? Cash into the business. But that cash, that is in the context of your premium of goodwill. So that's why you can say that cash is called in the context of your goodwill. So that cash is known as premium for goodwill. What would be the entry for that? Cash account debit to premium for goodwill, because cash is coming into a business. So entry, general entry comes cash to premium for goodwill. Okay. Now this premium is for existing partners, because existing partners, they sacrifice their share to that partner. So that's why this premium goes into the pocket of sacrifice partners. It means now we have to pass next entry for that, that is adjusting this premium to old partners capital account. Means those partner means sacrifice partners capital account or existing partners capital account. So entry comes premium account debit to sacrifice partners capital account. In which ratio? Naturally sacrifice ratio, because in the ratio you are sacrificing the shares. So same way you are getting the share of goodwill according to that. So this is called your second entry. Third is goodwill withdrawn by sacrifice old partners. Now it depends, the share which you are getting, you can withdraw or not. If you are withdrawing that shares, entry comes sacrifice partners account debit to cash or bank. Your cash account would be, means your partner's account would be decreased. Okay. Next is if that partners doesn't bring any kind of goodwill in cash. So it means this comes once that partners doesn't bring any share in cash. Then it means we have to make adjustment into his capital account. So this we continue with our next video. Once that partners doesn't bring his goodwill in cash, then what kind of treatment is required in your books of accounts. So these things we discuss in the next video. I hope you understood the things. Still, if you have any queries, you can ask in the comment section of that. Kindly go through and try and understand the full video. Just work hard on these, because this is very much important topic for you. So wait for a next video. I hope you people just gone through the session in a good way, in a hardworking way. Thanks a lot. Thank you.